You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these rants by becoming one of those people. This is from Andrew Soto, who wants me to rant about the technological singularity, specifically through consciousness uploading. How do you think this will fundamentally change humanity? Would there still be value in preserving a natural life cycle in the face of this advancement? I'm going to be completely honest. I used to be really hype about the idea of the singularity and uploading my brain and living forever. I don't think it's possible. And the reason is that I think that your entire body contributes to your consciousness. That you're not just there is no solid state of the brain. You are not a hard drive. You function similarly, but your memories, your ideas, your thoughts are not just data that is contained within your brain. There's a biological component baked into that. Like, in order for a body to be constructed that you could transplant your consciousness into, it would have to be the same body as the one you currently have, just made out of something different. I guess if you made it out of tissue that doesn't deteriorate, maybe you could swap over to a version of yourself that doesn't change. But, like, this idea of uploading your consciousness, you would just be uploading a part of your consciousness, whatever could be translated into a computer. But, like, everything about who you are informs the way that your brain works, because your brain is controlling all of your body. It's not just controlling your thoughts and memories and experiences. And so, like, something like your understanding of what it means to walk is, related to how tall are you. You have a different sense of cadence and rhythm in the way your body functions. Your thoughts operate at certain speeds, for instance. If you upload your brain into a computer, well, then the processing power is completely different. It's just not the same. You're not the same person at all, and only certain things are going to be able to translate into that other technology, and there's no reason to think that whatever you translate into it is going to be anything resembling what you currently are. And moreover, if I were to upload my brain into a computer, well, that's just a different brain. Like, you're just copying it. It's not as if I'm taking my brain out and putting it into the computer. I am creating a digital representation of my brain. And, like, if I were to do that, then, like, that brain is going to make its own decisions about whatever it wants to do. But, like, if I were to then kill myself, it's not like I am going to then experience what's happening inside the computer. That's just a separate person. I'm just gonna die, and that person's going to live, and however many of my memories or whatever, stuff they have from me lives on. But, like, even your memories, like, they're not a thing. Like, you don't have a literal memory. You have a recall of something, but it changes every time you remember it, because, again, it doesn't exist in a solid state. It's not a sequence of ones and zeros. It's synapses that are being used to restructure data again and again, to call back something and bring it forward. So, like, I just think there's too much difference in the way that the brain works and the way that thought works and the way that computers work, unless, again, it was something that was more literally human. Like, if you're uploading your consciousness into a body that was simulating as much of what it means to be human as possible, but no matter what, something is going to change in this process. Ideally, what I would rather do is to have the brain be like the concept of the cyber brain from Ghost in the Shell, but taken. I don't know if this is exactly how Ghost in the Shell handles it, but the way I sort of understand it is that you are taking your brain and adding to it. It's not that you are replacing. It's not like you're uploading your consciousness into something else entirely. It's more like taking parts of your brain and digitizing that. If we have a transhumanist revolution, what I would want it to be is like piece by piece I could replace my body parts with technology, and then rather than me replacing myself with a robot, it would be that I am becoming a robot, that I am learning in the same way that my brain would learn anyways how to be another person. Because I mean, you're always changing, you're always becoming another person all the time, every minute that goes by. So, you know, if I was being like transformed into technology, that might be more understandable. But the idea of just like, I'm gonna put my consciousness in the internet, it's like that's not a thing. It's not gonna be me. It's not gonna have anything to do with me. It's just going to be some spattering of data that vaguely resembles what I was, that exists independently of me. You know, why would we even want that? Why would we even go down that road? It sounds nice when you talk about sci-fi, but like there's no logical way to make that happen. Like it's never going to be like that, because it's just not how it works, I guess. That's how I feel about it currently.